Hey guys, I want to show you another way to subtract mixed numbers apart from regrouping. So if I have a mixed number like 3 and let's do 4/7 minus 1 and 6/7. So my first step would have been to ask myself, can I take 6 from 4? Because 6 is greater than 4, I cannot subtract easily, so I'm going to have to go over to my 3 and borrow. Or another way than just regrouping this whole into a fraction would be to convert both my mixed numbers to improper fractions and then go ahead and subtract. So if I do that, if I convert 3 and 4/7 to an improper fraction, I know whenever I convert improper fractions or convert into a mixed improper fraction, I need to get MAD. That's the acronym we use to remember. We multiply, add, and put it over the denominator. So with 3 and 4/7, I'm going to, I'll rewrite it down here. 3 and 4/7, I'm going to multiply the 7 times the 3. The way that we organize our work is by writing that product right up here. So 7 times 3 is 21. Then I add my numerator. 21 plus 4 is 25. And I put that answer over the denominator, which is 7. So 3 and 4/7 is actually equivalent to 25 over 7. If I convert 1 and 6/7 back into a mixed number to an improper fraction, I multiply. 7 times 1 is 7. Then add my numerator. 7 plus 6 is 13. Put it over my denominator. So 1 and 6/7 is equivalent to 13/7. So now I can go ahead and actually subtract my two fractions now that I have enough in my numerator and my first to take away 13. So I would do 25 minus 13. If I didn't know it mentally, I could just do the work off to the side like this. But I know that I can do 5 take away 3 is 2, 1 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So I know that'll leave me with 12. And when I subtract like fractions, my numerator will change, but my denominator will not. So it will just stay a 7. So 25/7 minus 13/7 will give me 12/7. I can see that this is improper because it's top heavy. The numerator is greater than the denominator. So to make that back into a mixed number, we call in the DJ, so we divide first. 12 divided by 7. 7 goes into 12 just one time. When I see what I have left over, it's 5 over 7. We know the J stands for just put, and we named our DJ rad. Just put remainder above denominator. So our remainder was 5. We put it over our denominator of 7. So 12/7 is actually equivalent to 1 and 5/7. So that is another way that we can subtract mixed numbers, by converting it to an improper fraction first, then subtracting and converting back to mixed numbers. If we went ahead and did where we regroup, we can just double check our work and see if we still get 1 and 5/7. So I don't have enough to take 6 away from 4. I have to regroup. So I no longer have 3 wholes, I now have 2. And I'm going to add a whole fraction here because my denominator is 7. This denominator is 7. And since it needs to be a whole number, since I took 1 whole away, I know my numerator and denominator must match. So if I rewrite that problem, I'm just going to rewrite down here where I've got some room. I now have 2 wholes, and 4/7 plus 7/7 is 11/7. Take away 1 and 6/7 from my original problem. 11 minus 6 is 5/7. And 2 minus 1 is 1 whole. So I've got 1 and 5/7, just like I got when I converted to an improper fraction first.